Hey everyone, Coach Jay here to bring you guys another at-home workout. Today's workout, we have a lot of dumbbell movements and the repetitions of 30. So it's going to be 30 dumbbell deadlifts, single dumbbell, 30 single dumbbell Russian swing, 30 goblet squats, 30 single hang power clean, 30 dumbbell snatch, 30 dumbbell overhead squats. Every minute on the minute you're performing 5 burpees. You do not have to hop over a dumbbell, it's just down and up. So starting in the 3, 2, 1, go, on the 0, you do 5 burpees, and every minute after you do 5 burpees. When we're looking at burpee wise, right, so every minute on the minute. So you should have at least 40 seconds of work to use your dumbbell, right? If it takes you 30 seconds or even more to do 5 burpees, let's bring some of the reps back. Maybe you start out with just 3 burpees, right? So you can go. So going into that, like I said, we can switch out the dumbbell for an odd object. One that we can adjust would be like a backpack. If you guys have a heavy set of dumbbells, that there's no way I'm overhead squatting that. There's no way I am doing a power snatch or a hang clean, anything like that. You can switch it out. For the movements that you can do, maybe you can do 30 deadlifts with a 50, a 70, a 35, a 40, whatever one you have. You can do that. And then for the movements you can't do, use an odd object. All right. So let's go into our warm-up. Our warm-up is going to be a little bit of glute and hip activation. So it's going to be 2 rounds just for quality. We're going to move through this nice and easy. All right. We'll be down, making sure my belly button is pressed to the ground so there's no arch, nice and flat. I want to extend my left leg out, my right leg stays down, and we're going to do 10 glute bridges. Want to bridge my hips up, squeeze my butt, feel it in my hamstrings and glutes, back down. We'll go 10 right, 10 left, 10 with both feet on the ground. And then we're going to go walkouts. Walk it out as best as you can. Keep your hips bridged up. That's 1. Walk it out as best as you can. Walk them back in. That's 2. All right, so after your set of glute bridges, then you're going to go into 10 air squats. Hips back and down, keep the chest up. After your 10 air squats, you will then go into 10 inchworm push-up. All right, so we're in inchworm. We're standing up nice and tall. We're going to touch our toes, hamstrings and glutes, stretch them out. Walk your hands out into a plank, perform a push-up. Downward dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. And stand, and you're going to perform 10 of those. So one more time, it's 2 rounds for quality, 10 single leg glute bridges left, 10 right, 10 both, 10 glute bridge walkouts, 10 air squats, then 10 inchworm push-up. Okay. So after that, you're feeling good, then we're going to go into a little bit of stretching. All right, so after our little glute warm-up, we're now going to go into sumo stance. Let's go into 10 lateral lunges. Keep that chest up. Really open up the hips, guys. The biggest struggle that we're going to have, I think, for you guys is going to be the dumbbell overhead squat. We do not do these a lot. I think this is probably, for some of us, this might be our first time. For even the experienced athletes that have been with us for a while, this might be only your 3rd or 4th time doing a dumbbell overhead squat. So focus on opening up your hips, warming up your knees, warming up your back a little bit. So like I said, going back, 10 lateral lunges. In your sumo stance, we're going to go into 10 good mornings. Stand. All right. Walk your feet in. I know, snap, crackle, pop. It's going to be 10 Samson lunges, hands above the head. Push your hips forward. Guys, this is meant to be a stretch. This is not a regular lunge. Big step. Push your hips forward. 1, 2, 3. Step back. and then alternate. The usual knee pull quad stretch. All right. 10 active Spider-Man lunges. We've done this already in the warm-up, but I want you guys to do it again just in case you guys didn't do it enough. 10 Cobra, downward dog, no push-up, and you don't have to walk your feet back. Yeah, your hands back. All right. Go ahead and stand. It's going to be 10 bootstraps. So we're in the bottom of that squat now. Drive the knees out, keep the chest up. Hands to the inside, push knees back. 1, 2, 3, squat. 1, 2, 3, squat. From here, guys, roll around, warm up your ankles, warm up your calves, then stand. All right, so after our stretching, now let's go into our dumbbell warm up. You're gonna grab your dumbbell, nice, right here, and you're gonna perform 10 Romanian deadlifts. Very slight bend in the knees, core is nice and tight, shoulder blades are back. Stop whenever you feel that tension. If you notice that I'm not touching the ground, so this doesn't happen. Nice and tight, stand. Stand. After our 10, right, we're gonna go into 10 sumo. Wide, hips through. Hips through. This is in our workout, and I want you guys to warm up with 10 goblet squats. Hips back and down. Stand. Stand. All right, then we can set that down. Okay, so going into our dumbbell movements. 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. There is a lot of dumbbell movements today. If 30 is too much, we can bring them down to 20. If your burpees are too much, like I said, if your burpees takes longer than 30 seconds to do 5, you're gonna do 3, or scale as needed. So, 30 single dumbbell deadlifts, right? Stay on the outside, only one end needs to touch, core is nice and tight, up. What I'm recommending is you guys switch every 5 reps. Core is nice and tight, hips back and down. So, that's what's super important. Break at the hip, it's pretty much an air squat, just to say it like that. Hold the dumbbell, point it down. Like I said, only one end needs to touch. Break at the hip, my butt is already being pushed back, look at the break of my knee, and then I squat down. Notice that flat back, I'm not doing this, so that's kind of a common mistake. Especially with a dumbbell, that people break at the hips and at the back way too much, and it causes this to happen. All right, so you're pretty much performing an air squat for those ones. 30 single dumbbell Russian swings. Here, start the right side, just stopping at eye level. Really use your hips, push that butt back, flat back, nice and tight, hips. You will switch every 5 reps. After your Russian swings, goblet squats. We did this in the warm-up. Nice and tight at the chest, hips back and down. Drive the knees out, keep the chest up, full extension. 30 single dumbbell hang power cleans. Hang squat cleans, sorry. Got that mixed up. Hang squat cleans. Here, starting in the hang position. Here, almost like your Russian dumbbell swing. Same position. Pull it to the hip, extend, shrug, pull, squat. Squat. Alternate every 5 reps. Squat. 30 power snatches. Now this is the one where the dumbbell has to go all the way down to the ground. Both ends need to touch. Down, overhead, overhead, And now this is going to be the tricky one for a lot of us. The experienced athletes, the beginning athletes, right? The dumbbell overhead squat. Okay? Some of us may, so the common thing that people say, I get back pain when I'm doing this. The reason why you might be getting back pain performing this movement, or if this is your first time doing it, and the first thing you feel is in your back. The dumbbell's overhead, let me demo this a few times. Dumbbell's overhead, set your feet in your squat stance, hips back and down, stand. So this is a struggle for me too. You perform 5 here, and 5 there. Like I said, the biggest thing in that back pain is that people are overarching. So if you see this already, I'm exaggerating it, but even some people do it to this extent as well. They're here, they're trying to squat, they're pushing their ribs so far out, that big arch of my lower back, trying to meet that standard. And that's when it shoots. All right, so we need to keep the core tight, bring the hips in. Remember, it's a regular air squat. You have a dumbbell over your head, I understand that. Hips back, and you're sitting down. There's no need to overarch in this and then try to squat. Okay. Try your best, like I said, to keep that core engaged. Maybe play around with your squat stance. What I found, I normally air squat like this. I'm so narrow. What I found easier for me is that for a dumbbell overhead squat, I need to go a lot wider to get to here. And I still meet that standard. So play around with your stance as well. Right, guys? Remember, every minute on the minute, you're performing your burpees, your 5 burpees. So 3, 2, 1, go, 5 burpees, then I get my dumbbell deadlifts. 5 burpees, then I'm going to my Russian swings. Continue that going down till you are done. Your score is going to be the total time it took you to complete all dumbbell movements. Okay? Like I said, bring the burpees down to 3 if it's too much. Bring the rep schemes down to 20 if that becomes too much. All right, guys? Have fun with this workout. I want to see your guys' scores. We'll see you guys next time.